Good morning everyone. Today we are going to see the topic database uses. So now let's discuss the different types of database uses. A database is not used only one person. Different people uses the database for different purpose and each user has different responsibilities. The first type is naive users. These users interact with the database through applications without knowing SQL. For example, students using a college portal to check their attendance or marks are naive users. The second type is application programmers. They develop software applications that communicate with the database. They use programming languages such as Java, Python, or C# along with SQL. The third type is sophisticated users. These users understand SQL and directly write queries to retrieve or analyze the data. Data analysts and researchers are good example. The fourth type is database administrators, commonly called as DBS. They are responsible for managing the entire database system, including security, backup, performance, and user permissions. So every database system has different types of users and each plays an important role in maintaining and using the database effectively. So now let's learn about the database administrator. The DBA is the person who has complete control over the database system. One of the main responsibilities of DBA is schema definition. This means creating and maintaining the database structure, including tables, relationship, and constraints. So it also decides the storage structure and access methods to ensure that data is stored efficiently and can be retrieved quickly. So another important responsibility is granting user authorization. For example, students may only have permission to view their marks, while faculty members can enter and update marks. So it controls these permissions. It also performs routine maintenance. It includes taking regular database backups, monitoring database performance, checking available disk space, and upgrading storage whenever required. If any problem occurs, such as database failure or restores the database from backup to prevent the data loss. Therefore, the DBA plays a critical role in ensuring that the database is secure, reliable, and always available. So now let's take a look at the history of database systems. In the 1950 and the early 1960s, data was stored on magnetic tapes. These tapes are allowed only sequential access, meaning data had to be read one record after another. This process was slow and inefficient. During the late 1960s and 1970s, hard disk became popular, allowing direct access to data. At the same time, the network model and hierarchy model were widely used for organizing the data. A major breakthrough came when Edgar F. Code introduced the relational data model. This model became the foundation of modern database systems. So it explains the major developments during the 1980s and 1990s. During the 1980s, relational database systems became commercially successful. SQL became the standard language for managing relational databases and is still widely used today. Researchers also introduced parallel databases and distributed databases to improve performance and handle large amounts of data. So another important development was object-oriented database system, which supports object-oriented programming concepts. In 1990s, organizations started collecting huge amount of business data. This led to the development of data warehouse, which stores large volumes of historical data for reporting and decision making. Another important advancement was data mining, where organizations analyzed stored data to discover useful patterns and trends. These technologies helped business make better decisions based on the data. So now let's look at the latest developments in database technology. During the 2000, the amount of digital data increased rapidly due to the internet, social media, smartphones, and online services. Traditional databases alone were not sufficient to manage such massive amounts of data. This led to the development of big data technologies and NoSQL databases. Companies such as Google, Yahoo, and Amazon introduced new storage systems that could handle enormous volumes of data efficiently. Technologies such as MapReduce were developed to process large datasets across multiple computers. During the 2010, SQL became popular again with support for big data platforms. Modern databases also started using multi-core process and parallel processing, making data retrieval much faster. Today, databases support cloud computing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and real-time analytics. As future software engineers, understanding these developments helps us appreciate how database technology continues to evolve to meet modern business needs. With this, we have completed module One topic, Introduction to Database Systems. We learned about database concept, architecture, database uses, the role of DBA, and the evolution of database technology from 1950s to modern cloud and big data systems. In the next module, we will begin learning how to design databases and write SQL queries for real-world applications. Thank you.